Good evening. My name is Ben Weiss. I'm the investigative reporter for Late Night with David Height, and we're here today at Meeting House Hill School for the Board of Ed meeting. This is a very important meeting for the Board of Education. There's been a lot of controversy lately concerning the superintendent, Dr. Alicia Roy. Tonight's a very big night. Tonight, the Board of Ed votes on whether or not to renew Dr. Roy's contract. So a large contingent of protesters has gathered outside Meeting House here. There's been a lot of anger in the community lately towards Dr. Roy for her handling of school services, especially special ed, as well as her usage of money and the expenditure of money and the fact that there isn't a lot of transparency in the system. So we're going to go out and we're going to interview some protesters. We're hopefully going to get a few exclusives with board members and hopefully Dr. Roy herself. So we're here outside Meeting House. Not sure the protest is formed up yet. We're gonna go inside, have a look around, and see what the deal is. So we're inside the school. We think that the protest is going to take place outside the multi-purpose room, which is where the meeting is going to take place tonight. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna see if we can talk to a few people. We're not really sure where the location of the protest is going to be, but we really want to get there and talk to some protesters beforehand, because we're really interested in their opinion. For a movement that's been so vocal on social media, the physical protest was hard to find. Eventually, I found some angry townspeople congregated in front of the school that I could talk to. I had already prepared some generic questions about Dr. Roy and the situation as a whole, but I knew that I'd hardly be sticking to the script on this one.
My name is Craig David Rosen.
That's Pat Bauer.
Fabio Sacamano.
What's your relation to the situation?
There's very little confidence in our superintendent, Dr. Alicia Roy, and we feel it would be best if she maybe stepped down and let somebody else take over who can handle the situation better.
Almost every measurable score in the district has been declining over the last 5 years, which coincides with the amount of time that Dr. Roy has been superintendent.
I feel that it has turned into a lynch mob against Dr. Roy. I just feel that parents kind of need to back off a little bit. Dr. Roy, I don't feel is responsible for everything that people are trying to hold her accountable for.
I also want to address the board because some of the members of the board have not handled themselves professionally and appropriately.
We're not preparing kids for the fundamentals that they need to go in and succeed.
We feel that she has not really done the best job for our schools.
She sort of played games with the budget, and she found over the last couple of years $600,000 or $700,000. When she had the opportunity to do something to enhance her math curriculum or a reading curriculum, she instead chose to buy laptops.
Test scores are the lowest in our district reference group.
Special ed, she hired someone as a special ed director who was part of screen rooms.
Teachers are very unhappy. Morale is very low in school.
Misdeploying valuable town assets.
We've given, I think, Dr. Roy many years to try to change the situation, and nothing's changed.
Last year there were 20-something lawsuits or legal actions taken against the town, against the district.
A lot of people I interviewed had some very strong words for Dr. Roy, but not everyone was as hateful.
I think she has done tremendously well. I think that Dr. Roy is currently leading the schools at a very it's not a great time to be leading them, given all the curriculums that are being handed down from the higher-ups, issue with the Common Core, and now it's gone. I just think that Dr. Roy, during her tenure, has faced a plethora of issues, and I think that she has held up pretty well.
Fabio, a junior at New Fairfield, seemed to be the single voice of support in a sea of firebrand anti-Roy rhetoric. He even had this to say during the board meeting.
I'm here to express my strong support of Dr. Alicia Roy as our superintendent of schools. My question is, if student morale is truly as low as it is said to be, how could our students have received such prestigious awards? I think this slanderous attack against Dr. Roy, going around on social media and elsewhere, is unfounded.
Even with students like Fabio coming out in support of Dr. Roy, not all of the New Fairfield townspeople were buying it.
I felt he was uninformed.
How so?
I don't think he was only talking about his own experience with Dr. Roy. He was articulate. He was obviously a bright kid. He knows that she rules with an iron fist. Is that a way to run a school?
The meeting of the Board of Education went exactly how one might expect. During public comment, many of the audience members voiced their extreme discontent with Dr. Roy's administration. The head of the teachers union even presented a majority vote of no confidence in the superintendent from union members. The evening culminated in an emotional speech from Dr. Roy, which was received with suspicion by her opponents. This, in all, signals that the standoff between the Board of Education and the townspeople is far from over. Ben Weiss, LNDH News.